really wouldn't have happened without them. So, but like I said, if you want to look back, it was a fun time, and kind of have to forget about it now and just work on Virginia and move forward.
I know it might have nearly given your head coach a heart attack with playing in those shootout games. Is that fun for you when you guys have to go out and score 60 points?
Yeah, I mean it is. It's obviously you wanna be up and win the game. So knowing that you're up by 40 touchdowns, 40 points would be nice. But those shootouts, I mean that's college football, and that's what we sign up for, and it's fun. You just gotta go out there with your boys and perform.
When was the last time you were in a game like that, where it was?
Oh, I don't know. It was probably a game I had similar like that was probably UConn my freshman year when we scored with like 30 seconds left to win. It wasn't a shootout like that. That was one of a kind.
How far can you throw it? Tyler was, right to expect your arm strength. Tyler just guesstimated that it was 80 yards, which seems like a lot.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's 80. I wish, but no, I don't know yet. We were talking about that earlier. We're going to do it at the end of the season just to see. I mean, it's so little for being a quarterback is arm strength. I mean, anybody can really go out there and throw to a wide open guy like Tyler. So I think you just have to have accuracy and have poise back there, be tough. So arm strength is very little to this position, I think.
Is any part of you surprised by just how quickly the freshmen as a group seem to be picking things up?
Yeah, I mean, I get more and more surprised every week. I mean, they show up ready to play, and it's weird. These high school kids aren't what they used to be. They come out here bigger than me as running back. It's kind of bizarre to see, but they're all phenomenal talent, and it's fun to play with them.
At the same time, you must have a certain level of confidence when you know the play's called for Tyler and you know where he's going to be. I mean, has that increased each week, or has it been about the same?
Yeah, I mean, it is. And, I mean, having Devin on the other side doesn't hurt. He's probably one of the best receivers in the country. And, yeah, I mean, you just always got to know where he is because he's going to make a play, and so will all the other players.
Do you feel a certain kinship with those freshmen that are playing? Because, I mean, you were kind of put in a similar situation where you had to play. You played a lot early in your career and, had some success. I mean, do you feel, do you try to, have they approached you at all about, or have you talked to them at all about sort of what it takes, the poise it takes to not, to sort of survive on a week-to-week basis out there?
Yeah, I mean, I try and talk to them as much as I can about it. I mean, I'm kind of one of those examples of, I mean, I played my freshman year. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you got to go out there. You can't be complacent with it. You got to go out there and compete week in and week out and go from there.
When we talked to you in the spring, you said that at that point you weren't really trying to be a leader just because you were new, you were picking everything up. What's the process been like as the season has sort of gotten out of you to, taking a little bit more of a leadership role with the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just got to go out there and, especially at the position that I'm in, the quarterback, I think you always have to kind of be the field general. I know it's cliche to say, but you got to go out there and just know where everyone's supposed to be. And I think just being a leader by example, going out there and playing. I'm not really one of those guys that's going to have a pregame speech or rah-rah speech. I think that's for another position. I think I got to go out there and just keep my composure and just lead the guys and go from there.
Do you feel more comfortable, though, sort of taking on that role than you would have maybe 6 months ago?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think the guys make it a lot easier to take that role. I think we have a great group of guys out there, and they all want to win, and we'll listen to each other. I mean, it's not just one guy speaking. Devin, if he wants to speak up, or Isaac, James, even Tyler, we go out there and perform. So.
You said you're not a rah-rah guy. It probably helps having a coaching staff, or I guess it's easier for you to relate to a coaching staff that's kind of the same way, right?
Yeah.
Because Paul Chris is not.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Kress, he's definitely a level-headed coach, and you kind of learn from him a little bit. It's supposed to be fun. You have to go out there and have fun and just sling the rock around, and that's kind of what he instilled in me a little bit.
Have you made the strides that you've wanted to personally week to week, just in terms of decision-making, minimizing mistakes, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm sorry, Todd's there. Yeah, I think just trying to move the sticks. I mean, really, we have the talent to do it. Just keep the ball in our hands and give the ball to Devin and Tyler and James and Isaac and all those guys. Just give them the ball and let them work, really.
You said these freshmen, they aren't what they were when I was coming up. I mean, you're, 4 or 5 years older than some of these guys. Does the gap feel larger than that sometimes?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's just looking at these guys, they're in 8th grade when I'm a freshman at college playing. It's kind of bizarre, but no, I mean, they perform like they're in the NFL. I mean, really, it's just they're phenomenal talents, and they make it easier to go out there and just play. And like I said, they're a mature group of guys. They know what they have to do, and we go out there and just work.
Did they give you any stuff about being, quote, the old guy?
I heard that question before. Someone said that one of the media guys asked if it was weird to have a quarterback so old. No. No, they don't
No
give me
Mr.
much.
Savage
No,
in
as
the
long as,
locker room.
as long as I throw them the ball, they're happy. So that's all I got to do.
You don't feel old, do you?
No, I'm still young.
You're not complaining about the music at practice or anything like
No,
that?
no, it's good. Whatever keeps these young pups happy, you know. That's what I like to do.
Thanks, Tom.